Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Liz. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. We have a very interesting video today. We have an exciting one. It's a new trend that's going around on TikTok and I thought I'd try it out for myself. You know, I've been really into TikTok at the moment. That is in the way. Been really into TikTok at the moment and I've just been loving it, and this trend of 2016 versus 2021, I'm very intrigued, so I thought I'd give it a go and film it on YouTube. Why not? I thought it'd just be a fun video to film and see what happens. So I also want to mention, please ignore my hands. My tan is coming off and it's looking very obvious. So yeah, ignore that. Before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see from me in the future. Make sure to go head over to my Instagram if you want to see more makeup looks and more personal life. Head over to there. Also TikTok. Go check my TikTok out. I will pop it on the screen. I think it's on this side. Go check my TikTok out and make sure to follow me over on there. You'll see the video that I create on there. So let's get into it. First, draw the white line going down my face. I do have a white pencil. I'm going to do that on my TikTok, so bear with. So I've done the line and I've had to prompt you up a bit and zoom you in because I don't know if you can see my camera here on my phone. I have to keep it obviously in the same position for the TikTok. This is going to be a step-by-step sort of thing and I'm so hoping I'm not going to forget anything. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start off with my brows because I always do the soap brows all the time before I do anything on my face. I'm also going to have my mirror up by here, so hopefully you won't see that too much either. So what I'm going to start off first is the 2016 size, and I'm obviously not going to touch it, so because I'm so used to my eyebrows being like fluffy. And oh my god, it's going to be so weird seeing my face not with fluffy brows. I'm going to take my Pink Honey Original Super Hold for this side. Guys, this smells amazing. I'm just going to spray a little bit in there. We're going to fluff these brows up. Really trying to get on the trends on TikTok because obviously that's what gets you noticed. We can only hope this will get seen, but I always tend to do trends like sort of too late. Try my best to not do that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my eyes because I feel like that's what I normally do and I've done that all the time. I'm not going to go too in depth with you with my eyes because it's pretty much, you know, what I normally would do. I'm going to use the P. Louise base on the 2021 side, and then I'm going to use my concealer that I'm going to use for the face on this side, on this eye, because yeah, I never used to wear P. Louise back then and I used to just use concealer, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll probably come back after I've done that because you guys have probably seen me do it like a million times. Okay, so I've done my eye base. And I gotta be honest, the concealer actually doesn't look that bad. I'm going to go in with the Be Perfect Carnival XL Pro palette because it's got all the shades that I need. What I'm thinking is I'm going to do neutrals on this eye and then colour on this eye because I always used to just stick to what I knew, etc. And now I am definitely branching out this year into more colour and more like creative sort of style. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to start off obviously with this eye. And I'm going to start off with more of these tones over here. I'm not going to be too precise with this side because I never used to be that precise. But I'm just going to take a light brown and I'm just going to take that into my crease. Wow, did you hear my stomach? It's obviously hard to do like what I used to do, because obviously I'm so used to what I'm doing now, but that's the fun of this. So I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of this. I'll be right back to show you what I'm going to do on this eye. So I've done the blending on this eye. Now I'm going to start on this eye. So I think what I'm going to do is like a colourful crease. I'm going to keep them both half cut creases because it's going to show obviously my progression with that. It's such a beautiful day outside today. So I'm going to do half a cut crease, but I'm going to do like a rainbow. I think I might go from like green to blue to purple to pink. And I also want to show that I do my half cut creases differently. So I'm going to take this quite high. We're going to start bringing that down. So I'm going to go blend those properly and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done my creases now. Creases? The blend-in basically. I'm now going to cut the crease. So this is going to be very difficult to do this eye because I'm so used to doing like the dramatic cut crease. As you can see, I've already like mapped out where I'm going to do it, and then this eye I'm just going to literally go from here and follow my crease. Again, I'm going to use the concealer for this eye and we will see how this works. I don't even know if I did this where you pop it by here, then you look up. I don't even know if I did that, but I'm going to do it just because I don't want it like affecting my makeup on top. But I'm literally just going to follow all the way down to like here. And then obviously on this side you can see the difference already. This concealer actually works really nicely because it's matte. It's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop and it's quite a fuller coverage as well. So if you're looking for an alternative to the P. Louise, I definitely recommend that. Now of course I'm going to take my P. Louise base. I would go in with blank canvas, but I've really been liking cutting the crease with the P. Louise base and then cutting it off again and using Vaseline to carve it out. But firstly I'm gonna take this. I hope you can see the difference. I'm guessing you can, but yeah, that's that. But now I'm gonna take some Vaseline on a Q-tip and all I'm gonna do is follow that line. And what this is going to do is going to really clean up the eye, ready for you to put that base back on. Because I found if you don't do this step, then you have like say the green and blue underneath and it's merging with the base and you're just going to see that underneath and it's going to blend and you're just going to end up seeing patchy blue green underneath. Make sure you take all of the Vaseline off. You could do this with makeup remover as well. I know a lot of people do that, but I just find Vaseline just works the best for me. So yeah, that's the cut crease. I'm now gonna just fill that in and I'll come back in a second, but I hope you can see the difference already. I can. Okay, so I got a bit carried away and I did my eyelashes. So I'm going to tell you what I used. I used the Peaches and Cream number 7 eyelashes for this side. Now I used to be so scared to wear like false eyelashes out. When I used to go clubbing especially, I used to try and look for false eyelashes but not too dramatic. But these days I will literally go out like this, and these are the Trigwell Cosmetics Triggered lashes and they are absolutely beautiful. Just look at that packaging. They are definitely my go-to lash at the moment. If you see on my Instagram description of the photo, I'm most likely wearing these. So yeah, that's what I've done so far and we're looking very different. I think now I'm going to start on my face. What I'm going to do now is do primer. So I didn't really tend to wear primer on my face back then. Didn't really see anything about it apparently, but I'm going to use the MAC strobe cream on this side. So I'm going to keep this bare and I'm going to do this side. This is just the original shade, which is actually the pink light? Yeah, pink light shade. I do really like the gold light. I haven't tried the peach light yet, but I have bought it. I did buy it for my kit, but obviously I didn't have a chance to use it at the time. It looks so much better already. With foundation, I was just going to take the Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, because I used to love this, but it's a little bit too matte for me now. A little bit too dark, so I'm going to add a little bit of the Huda Beauty foundation. This is the lighter one that I have, because I have two. This is in the shade Toasted Coconut, and then the Revolution one is F12. And then for the other side, I'm going to use the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, and I've got the shade Bantua. Literally not a video I can film that I don't say something wrong. I'll pop the name on the screen, but it's like a nice tan shade. So what I'm going to do first is put a bit of this on my face. Yeah, it's definitely too dark for me. I'm actually just going to use a sponge for this part. I never used to use a brush for my foundation, which is strange to look back on now because I always use a brush now. So I'm just going to use a sponge. Okay, so then I'm going to take the NARS one and I'm going to use a brush. Oh, that just flicked onto my hand. And now I always take my time and make sure the foundation's properly blended and merged with my natural skin. My skin. I definitely don't use as much foundation as well, and I really love a glowy foundation. But using a brush definitely helps with using less product but getting more coverage. Okay, so now I'm going to do concealer, and concealer has definitely changed for me quite recently. Of course I'm going to do what I used to do first, and that was a really bright under eye and literally loaded it up with the triangle. So what I'm going to do, I used to proper bring it all the way down and go right the way over and then fill it in as well. Crazy. So I'm just going to be quick with this because this concealer dries down quick. And then what I do, that's actually a really nice concealer. I also bring it onto my chin and so we're very highlighted, very bright over that side. And then I'm going to take the, oh, did I tell you? This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, by the way, in the shade Alabaster. And then I'm going to take the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer in C7. I love this concealer. It doesn't crease in the under eye, and what I do is I literally put a little bit by here and then a bit by there. And of course I go in. That's it. Like, how different is that? I'm going to blend this out. Do like to double dip with my concealer now on the inner portion because of my dark circles. Next I'm going to go into cream bronzer. Now I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade 338 Honey and dot this where I need it. I'm just blending that out with an angled brush. Okay, so I'm not going to put this part in the clip on TikTok, but powder. Now powder I normally, I don't know if I've ever properly baked before, but I'm just going to take the Too Faced Born This Way loose powder and I'm going to set my face quite heavily with this because that's what I used to do. because I used to set my face, my whole face with powder. Okay, my face on this side is feeling very, very matte. I have quite dry skin, so love that for me. But then on this side, I'm just going to get a little bit on my sponge and pop that under my eyes, and then also around my nose, because I tend to get a little bit oily around there, down my smile lines, and a little bit on my chin, and a tiny bit on my forehead, the excess. So yeah, that's all I do on that side. Right, so my face is feeling very matte. I used to always use a cool tone bronzer or contour. I'm going to use the Bahama Mama by The Balm because this is the most cool toned bronzer I have. And I never used to be too precise. Now I go in with a much warmer tone, and I'm going to take MAC Give Me Sun. I don't need a lot of this because I've already applied that cream product, so I'm literally just going to stamp it on. I don't want to move the cream product underneath. I try and take it up high so the product comes higher. All about trying to add lift into the face. So then with blush, I never used to wear blush on this side, so I'm not going to go in with blush, but I've been absolutely loving blush at the moment. I'm going to take the Milani Luminoso blush, and I love a shimmer in my blush. So I'm just going to take this again higher up. Then I'm going to take highlight. So I used to take quite a lot and quite bright highlights. I'm going to take the Revolution and Soph highlight palette, and I'm going to take this one and a bit of this one, but mainly this. I used to slather this on. I need it with this bloody matte skin. Recently I've been loving the Becca highlight in Opal. It's such a gorgeous, sort of like a glow from within shade. So now I'm going to jump back to the eyes. So under my eyes I used to just take the shades that I took above, and I'm just going to put that all over the eye. And I never used to put anything, I mean anything, in my waterline. And then I'm going to take highlighter that I used for my face on a smaller brush. I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. I used to always do this. I have been keeping this side bare underneath, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop in the waterline like a liner. I'm going to put a bit of pink to go with the outer corner. I'm just going to take the same shade. So, and of course I do pop a bit of mascara on underneath on both sides. So that's the eyes done. Now I'm going to do the eyebrows. Now I'm super excited about this. I'm going to do this side first. Now I always, and I'm going to emphasise always, used to use pomade. Now I used to love the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, or this one from Revolution Pro I should say, in medium brown. But it's a little bit dry now, so I'm going to add a little bit of the Jewel Line by Inglot, just one drop, just to make sure it's not too dry. Now I just found the, like, makeup on my top. Just found the exact brush that I used to use, and it's the one from Primark. I even said to myself I'm probably not going to change my eyebrows ever because I just loved them that much. And when I tried the soap brows for the first time, I was hesitant, but everyone was doing it and I seen everyone looking good with it, so I thought why not bite the bullet and just try it. So that's what I did, and I haven't gone back since today. Let's have some fun. So I always used to underline, oh my god I'm so scared. My eyebrows are definitely bushier since then because I've let them grow out a bit. They will look a bit crazy. And then I used to comb them downwards. I used to do this up until like the end of 2019, I want to say. So not that long ago I used to have brows like this. Who didn't have brows like this? Because I am intrigued, because I couldn't imagine me without these brows. Connor met me with these brows and God forbid what I look like, but I mean, I actually quite like it. They are quite sharp and thick, but I guarantee they will come back. Instagram brows will come back. Oh my god, seeing me with brows like that again is just crazy. I actually love it. Okay, let's do the TikTok. I'm going to take the P. Louise Oh So Beautiful eyebrow pencil in the shade M. Mochaccino, I think it is. Is it Mochaccino? And I'm just going to fill these in how I normally do. I always used to say using a pencil on my bushy brows would take forever. I mean, I have to admit they do take a little bit longer than this, but it's worth it. Gotta be honest, I don't wear these eyebrows as dramatic as this every single day. The only thing I would change is like curve it down a bit, but in my photos for my Instagram it looks really good. Like this, I feel. But yeah, that's the fluffy soap brows done. No, I prefer this. Now I've done it properly, I prefer that. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you do? I'd love to know, or if you do something different, you know, everyone has different eyebrows, no one has the same eyebrows, and yeah, it's very, very different. But now, I think it's only lips. Yes, it is. Oh my god. For lips, I'm going to take my MAC stripped down lip pencil on this side. This was my go-to lip liner at one point, especially like I said, clubbing. Obviously in 2016 was probably a time where I was going clubbing quite a lot, so I know that I used to use these products, so that helps. Because I was, I think, 19 in 2016 and I never used to overline my lips, which I do now. And then I always used to wear matte lipsticks, so Morphe liquid lipstick in Virgin. I absolutely love this and I still do like their formula. This is the old packaging, by the way. No, I haven't had this since 2016, don't you worry. And then I'm going to go in with my ultimate combination favourite at the moment, and that includes the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner, and this is quite like a more darker shade, and I'm going to actually overdraw my lips slightly. If you want that overdrawn look, then definitely get yourself a darker brown shade. 2016 was probably the year where I was going into cut creases, so. Then I'm going to take the Jordana Tisha liquid lipstick, and yes, it is a liquid lipstick, but you'll see in a second. This is like a really, really pale shade. I only applied a little bit amount of that, and I dab it in. And then finally I'm going to take the Doll Beauty sponsored gloss. Now I absolutely love gloss. I thought I'd never ever say that, but I do. I really, really do. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to film the rest of the TikTok and I'll be right back. I've filmed the TikTok, but I'm so excited about that one. I think I did film a few of the clips a little bit too long, so like next time, I know for next time. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed filming this one. I always enjoy like challenge sort of videos, and looking at my makeup from like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, crazy how different it is now. What do you think? Which one do you prefer? What do you still do that you used to do back then? I would love to know. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. That would mean the world to me. Also, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you like videos like this, and let me know down below what video you would like to see from me next. I would love to know some of your input and what you'd like to see from me. That would help me out a lot. Make sure to go head over to my TikTok to go see that video and all my other videos that I create. And definitely go head over to my Instagram as well to see the makeup looks and stuff. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in this world. I hope you stay safe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.